Hey everyone, this is Kellen from Electric Wheelchairs USA. In this video, we want to go over one of Pride's really popular portable mobility scooters. It's called the Revo 2.0 four-wheel mobility scooter. Now this scooter can go a little over 5 miles per hour as its top speed. It can support 400 pounds of weight, which makes it unique, and it also disassembles into more lightweight pieces. The heaviest piece weighs around 56 pounds. But because you have the ability to disassemble it like that, you don't have to pay for an expensive lift to put on the back of your vehicle. And they've made it portable. A lot of portable mobility scooters typically support around 300 pounds of weight. So to find one that supports 400, that breaks down to pieces without the use of tools is very unique. The Revo 2.0 four-wheel, and just like all of Pride Mobility's products, have an excellent warranty, and they all come with a 1-year labor contract as well. So we want to show you more about the Revo 2.0 four-wheel version, and just to show you more about what it entails, and let's get into it. So just going to start here on the back. Now, there's rear anti-tip wheels here, and this is very common. They're really here for just added safety. In case you go up a steep incline, you're not going to tip backwards. You'll likely not have to use these, but they're here for that peace of mind. This is an accessory hitch that's on the back. So it's a standard 1" by 1" accessory hitch. So you can add things to the back. Just go to our product page to see what's available, but a lot of people like to add a rear basket for additional storage. On the armrest, you can see it comes underneath the seat, and there's a pin here, right? So there's a pin on each side. You take the pin out, and then I can loosen this knob. And this just adjusts the width of the armrest. You can extend them out pretty far, or you can remove them just like I showed you. So you can take the armrest off completely. So I'm gonna put it back in, and I'll lock this into place. And really you don't need the pin, but you get this as well. I think just using the knob to tighten the place is just fine. You can tighten it and they're not gonna go anywhere. This is your freewheel lever. This is also common on most mobility scooters. You can see it's pulled back into the drive position, so I can't push the scooter because the electromagnetic brakes are engaged. Now, if you run out of battery life, I'm gonna turn off the scooter first. Run out of battery life, and you have it in drive, you're not gonna be able to push it because those brakes are engaged. You have to put it into neutral, and then it's just gonna push. So right now I'm on a hill, so it's gonna keep going. So you have to be careful with that. But if I put it in a drive, it's not going to go down a hill. And just remember, you can't operate the scooter if it's in neutral. It has to be in that drive position. On the back of the seat, we got a little bit of storage. And we have a front basket. We'll show you that here in just a second. Now, we'll move on to the seat. So the seat does swivel. You can see this lever here. I pull this up, and you can swivel to the side. Swivel it all the way around to the back. Just helps you with getting in and out of the seat. I mean, this is a really nice stadium style seat that is oftentimes referred to as a deluxe stadium style seat. So Pride Mobility is really known for the quality of their scooters, and their seats are always really nice. Like probably one of the nicer seats that I've seen on mobility scooters. Armrest also flip up. So if you didn't want to swivel the seat, you can just flip the armrest up, and that helps you with getting in and out of the seat as well. The seat width is a little over 20 inches in width, but with the ability to adjust the armrests, the distance between the armrests, you can have a larger seating area. So if you need a larger area, you can do that. The wheels on this scooter also, they're 8-inch wide wheels, or yeah, they're 8-inch wheels. They're flat-free tires. They're not going to go flat. Most mobility scooters now don't have pneumatic tires. People don't want to deal with flats. We'll go to the tiller here, show you some more about this. So you see this knob here, you can adjust this. So I can loosen this tiller, put it towards me or away from me, and then lock it into place when you get to that comfortable driving position for you. Now on the tiller, we'll talk about the controls. You got a set of keys, turn them on. You got a USB charging port right here. Here's your horn. This is your speed control dial. Turn it all the way to the right towards this rabbit. You're gonna get that top speed that's around 5.5 miles per hour. Now that doesn't sound fast to some people, but that is definitely faster than most mobility scooters. particularly ones that break down to pieces like this one. So one thing I forgot to mention about the speed control, so you actually have a switch here. So this is Eco. This one looks like a racing flag, is 2. So we'll call this Eco as 1, flip that up to 2. So if I have it here on 1, your top speed is going to be, and it's turned all the way to the right in the dial, it's going to be probably around 2.5, 3 miles per hour. But if I flip it up to this 2 position where this racing flag is, and this is turned all the way to the right, that's when you're going to get that top speed of around 5.5 miles per hour. Now this is also a delta tiller. This is really common for people that want like they have limited dexterity in their hands, so they rest their wrist on here and then use their fingers to accelerate. So it's an ambidextrous tiller, so you can accelerate with just one hand. You can see I'm going backwards with my right hand and going forward. If you're just left-handed, you didn't have use of your right hand, same thing. You can go forward and go backwards with just my left hand, so I can do that as well. And speaking of that, I'll just show you real quick. We have some tail lights here, and we were trying to figure this out earlier, but the headlights don't, when you turn that on, I thought this would turn this light on, but it doesn't. But when I accelerate, it turns a light on, and when I let off the throttle, it stays on for like a second or two, and then it turns off. So that these light up only when you're accelerating forward using the throttle. Charging the scooter, forgot to mention that. You can charge it 2 ways. You can charge it directly on the tiller, or you can charge it off the unit, and we'll show you that here in a second when we disassemble. But before we disassemble, I just want to show you one other thing. We have a full suspension on this. So there is a spring suspension, kind of hard to see, but it's up underneath here. And then we have a spring suspension on the front. So you can see the give that it has. I've actually been told by a couple customers have mentioned that this has one of the best suspensions that they've experienced on a mobility scooter. Now I'm going to ride this off-road here, and I'll be able to tell you what I think of that. But it seems like it's really good, and I know it's adjustable. Now, again, the thing that really sets this scooter apart is that you can disassemble this for transport. And the fact that, again, that it has a 400-pound weight capacity is what really makes it unique. So in order to disassemble, we'll go through the steps. We are giving away a free mobility scooter. Now, from the past of doing this giveaway, this is an authentic giveaway too, guys. We're actually giving these away to real people. This is not something that's set up. We give these to real people that actually subscribe and comment on our videos. But what we're finding is that a lot of times people are hard to get a hold of, and we want to give away to people that are supporting us. So moving forward, if you want to be eligible for this, all you have to do is comment on any video, subscribe to our channel, and then once you've done those things, send us an email at giveaway@electricwheelchairsusa.com. We'll put that on the screen, and then put your username of your YouTube name, and we're going to verify that you subscribed and you commented, and we'll have your email, so then we'll be able to let you know if you are one of the winners of our next giveaway. So I just wanted to share that with you. First thing I'm going to do is remove the key, put that in my pocket, fold the seat back down, and that same lever that I used to swivel, I'm just going to pull it up and then lift the seat right off. The next thing I'm going to do, so we have 2 batteries. Oftentimes with these portable mobility scooters that break down to pieces, there's 2 batteries in one battery pack, and you just lift it with the handle, and you lift both batteries at the same time. Now these batteries, they have their own battery pack or battery casing for each battery, so you have to lift one at a time. So I'm going to lift this one on the left first, and then lift this other one out. Now you can see on these batteries, this connects, these male pieces connect into this female piece. So if I put them on like this and connect them, you can see they're connected. Now, you can also charge the batteries off the unit, but they have to be connected like that, like I just showed you. So you don't have to bring the whole scooter in your house. You can just take both of these in, charge these in your home, and when it's completed, take them back out, put them on the scooter. So you have 2 ways of charging the battery. So next step in disassembling, I'm going to use that same knob that I used to adjust the tiller. I'm just going to loosen it, put it down, lock this into place. Now on the front, there's this other knob here, and you can see the wheels will still turn. But if you don't want these wheels and the tiller to jump around while you're transporting it, you need to push this in and make sure this is vertical like that. So now it's not going to jump around and it stays stationary. I would also remove the basket, which I'm going to do. This is really easy. You just kind of pop it from the bottom. Now the basket's removed. And lastly, lift up this lever. And now you've disconnected the rear wheel assembly from the front half portion of the scooter. Now, the front half portion of the scooter, this is the heaviest piece of the scooter. It weighs about 57 pounds. So if you're capable of lifting 57 pounds, this could work for you. You can also use 2 people to lift it. Now, this is pretty big, disassembled. It could fit in some car trunks, but you have to have a big car trunk. I think it would probably be better if you had an SUV, a van, or a truck.
Hey, I just want to let you know real quick, we do have a physical catalog that we can send to you, and it is free. It's not of all of our products, but it is of our top sellers. You can give us a call at the number below and just provide your information to the representative that answers, and we'll get it sent out to you. Or you can also click on free catalog at the top of our website and just fill out that short form and submit it. And once we receive that information, you'll receive that catalog in about 10 days. All right, back to the video.
Now, as far as reassembling this, you can see right here, we have 2 hooks that have a green stripe, and there's green stripes on this crossbar. So all I'm going to do is line those up, and I'm lifting this by the seat post, line these up on this crossbar, and now I'll just let go, and now it clicks right into place, so they're connected. After that, I'm going to actually loosen this front knob. This is a common thing you can do. So if you don't adjust this so that's now horizontal, now you can steer it. So I'm going to adjust the tiller up after I unlocked the steering tiller, put it up to a driving position, and lock that into place. Put the batteries on. Now you have to do them at a certain, you have to put one in first before the other. So this one needs to go in first because it has the female part of the connection. So this actually connects here to this piece. So underneath here, you can see there's some prongs, connect them into here. So this has to go in first. If you put this one in first, it's not going to work. Put this one in first, and then this will connect onto here. So now we have the power connected with both batteries onto the scooter. Take the seat, put the peg on the seat, line it up with the seat post. Pull the seat back up, put the basket on, and we have reassembled the Revo 2.0. There we go. So that's it. Awesome scooter. I do want to say, I like to point this out in a lot of videos I make. So I'm 6'4", I weigh 235, definitely under the weight capacity. But as far as my height, there's like a gripping pad here. So you can definitely put your feet on this front area of the scooter, the wheel well here. So I would put my feet up like this, and yeah, I think this works for me. I did read this review of someone saying that they thought that this was not good for their wife who was 6 feet tall. You know, I'm 6'4". Are there scooters that work better for someone taller? Yeah, they might be more comfortable, but if you want something that can support 400 pounds of weight, that's portable, that you can break down to pieces, you don't need to buy an expensive lift to put on the back of your vehicle, this is really a good option. It's a good price point. It's made by probably the best brand in the mobility industry. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. We're open every day. Our phone number is 1-800-682-9444. You can also visit us at electricwheelchairsusa.com, and hope this video is helpful for you to learn more about the Revo 2.0 four-wheel. Have a good day, guys.